Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Animal Paradise. I'm here today. I want to make a video. Yeah, I'm looking nice. I want to make a video. Most times I do make videos with my phone, and then some persons are advising me that the screen used to be small and that I should try to do it in a way that the screen will be a little bit larger. Then I think it's the portraits. I have to put on portrait. Someone told me that I need to turn my phone sideways rather than letting it stand straight. So I've done that. I don't know how this video is going to appear. I'm going to try to see how it will appear. But anyhow, I want to talk about goat farming. There are so many people who are doing goat farming shabbishly. Some are doing it just they're not taking it serious. Goat farming is very lucrative, and then we know sections of cattle farmers that are resigning from cattle farming and they're entering into goat farming. We know sections of people on poultry that are coming into goatry. We know sections of people on fishery that are also coming into goatry. Goat farming can be like a side hustle for you. A side hustle. You should be living your normal life, because most of the people who do goat farming, they live their normal life. Like we say, that goat farming is not a business, it is a type of investment. You have to be living your normal life, having a job, living your life, feeding your family from your job, and then the extra that you're supposed to put in the bank, you leave that extra on goats. And at any time, you can always convert your goats to cash. You can sell your goats easily, anytime, any day. Sometimes it doesn't take 30 minutes to sell your goats. Just announce that I have vaccinated goats to sell, and the next person picks it up, because lucrative goat farmers, or goat farmers that are making progress and making profit from their goat farming, they are always looking for more goats to buy. Every goat farmer want to buy more goats. Every goat farmer want to buy more goats, except those who are not able to dot the I's and cross the T's, that are having issues and challenges in their goat farming. They are the ones that see goat farming as stress. Anything you want to do, you have to learn how it is done, the best practice in whatsoever you want to do. How do the people who are doing it, how are they doing it? How can I do it to make it a little bit cheaper, so I can run it cheaper and then make more profit? You learn, you browse, you experience, you associate and mingle with people who know the business. There's something to always learn from the people who really know the business. You browse, you have ideas. And so goat farming, it's a side hustle. You can put in money there, and one day you come out and you get 10 million from there. You just get 10 million from there. So easy. But you have to do a lot of things. You have to put a lot of things right. And then most times I always want to focus on Nigeria. Life in Nigeria is not cheap. I don't want to say it's not easy. Right now, we're passing through what we've not experienced before, in the magnitude that we've not experienced it before. The prices of things are getting higher. There is nothing you want to buy now that is cheap. You want to buy nail to roof your structure, is expensive. You want to buy zinc to roof your structure, is expensive. You want to buy cement to get your bricks, is expensive. You want to pay people who will work for you, is expensive. And so don't come into goat farming thinking that you're going to spend 0 naira and make 1 billion naira. And life is expensive now. Everything is expensive. Those days when life was a little bit not so expensive, things were not so expensive. You just spend 1 or 2 naira, you get results. Now you spend 1 or 2 billions, you don't get results. You don't get results. So things are not so easy in Nigeria, but that doesn't mean we or goat farmers are not doing well. They are doing well. Goat farming is one of the easiest to manage kind of livestock farming. It's one of the easiest to manage. That's why we enjoy it. That's why somebody like me enjoys it. I have goats in sections of places. I have goats in the farm, in the big farm in the bush. I have goats in another place in one community. I have goats in my backyard. They are easy to maintain. The ones in the backyard there, before they wake up in the morning, I put their food in their feeding trough. Then when they open that back, they come out and they go and eat. Sometimes I don't even see them. I don't see them. But I put their food there. Once I just wake up, I go and put their food where they will eat. I put their water there. Then I'll lock the door again. I'll lock the gate and I move. Anytime they come and they rush to their food, they eat. It doesn't take me 30 minutes to attend to that. And then the one in the other community, and that's close to more in civilization, actually, they have a neighbor. The ones in the place I have a neighbor, he's running firstly. And the ones in the place where I don't have a neighbor, inside bush. That one is still running, even though we're having stress with the workers that work there. We have challenges with the workers that work there, but it's still running. It doesn't have it doesn't stress you. The goat goes out from their pen, they go graze. Once they graze, they return back to their pen. I see them once they want to rain, they return back to their pen. Those ones are on grazing. They go and eat. The other ones in the two other sections, we have to bring food to them. Then we feed them. That's why we make all the feed that we make to feed them. I seen it directly. It's not stressful. It's only when you want to pass through, you want to pass through the window instead of passing through the door. You want to pass through the window. That's where you may have issues in goat farming. And when you want to buy bad animals, you want to buy sick goats, there you may have issues in your goat farming because your animals may not be looking healthy. They'll be coughing, they'll be having diarrhea. Instead of their skin to be white, it will be looking dirty and looking sickly. They'll be looking sick, they'll be looking malnourished. And once you're able to put all those things right, they'll be doing well. So it's a kind of a side hustle, something you put in money into it, then you'll be living your life. From time to time, you just announce, I have 20 goats to sell, I have 30 goats to sell, I have 50 goats to sell. You just sell it within 1 week and make your money and used to do whatever you want to do. So it's a side hustle. And when instead of you to looking for what to do now, it's a kind of a prosperous hustle that will give you much profit with less time. And you don't spend much time on it, but at the end you get maximum profit. And goat farmers always have time to relax. And if you put your farm in a way that it doesn't cause stress. I've been to some farms that the operation there is very stressful. I've been to further farms where the operation is not stressful, and depends on the people involved. I see some persons, someone like me, I like a kind of a easy to do thing. I like to get easy results. So I program the things I do. I program it. And those days when we started our farm, that's the farm in the bush where we don't have neighbor. We bought the land, we've not fenced it, we built the structure. The animals were inside the pen and they were roaming around inside the pen. They were bringing grass for them, we're cutting grass to bring for them. That one was stressful that time. Yeah, I'll be shouting. I had camera from the beginning, I'll be shouting, okay, if you cut grass, put them for where I go for Siam. Let me see the quantity before you give it to them. When I saw that stress was high, I decided to fence the land. And we used chain link to fence. After we fence, there's no more stress. We planted bracharia, no more stress. Come out in the morning, open their door, let them go out. You don't feed them. I tell my workers, don't feed them. The only thing you do, sweep and give them water. And there's a way you can even program that water. The water will be replacing itself. No human being have to give them water. So we open the door, they go out inside the field, they eat as much as they like. It's fenced with a chain link. So they eat, they don't go out. Though sometimes they break out, but it's once in a while. It's very easy. They go and eat, they go back to their house, they sleep. When they want to rain, they go inside their pen, they sleep. So it's a kind of a easy to do kind of business, but at the end you will make much money and you will make much money from it. Less stress, much money. Less stress, much money. And do the people who do poultry, they still cash out. I'm not favoring one livestock farm over another. I'm not favoring goat farming over any other one, because I come to understand that it is what your inner man wants you to do, what you like from your mind, that you do stresslessly. I went to visit a friend of mine. We went to a pig farm. He was taking everybody around. You will be too surprised that when I went into the pig farm, I was so tired. I was so tired and so weak. I had to sit down somewhere. But the people who went with me were enjoying the adventure, going around seeing pigs. But pig was not my thing. So it was a kind of I don't want to use the word boring, but it was heavy on me. I saw the first pig, I saw the second pig, I was okay. But the people who went with me were pig farmers. They were enjoying seeing the pigs. They were going around from pen to pen, going from the different. Man, they were really enjoying this. Me, I was like, what are these guys doing? Because they like pigs. But do you know, irrespective of how tired I am, when I go to a pig farm that is 10 acres, sometimes we will trek around that 10 acres 2 or 3 times. We will trek. Sometimes we won't be looking for them inside the field. We will run and catch them. I will not be tired because they are goats. I somehow like goats. I have passion for goats. And then you have the zeal, the ginger to do goats. I see it. But we went to a pig pen. It was a pig. You know, pig pen is just like one big room or one big hall. It wasn't so large or so. It wasn't up to 200 feet. But I was tired of walking. From the beginning of the pen to the end of the I was tired of walking. But I can walk in the field for 10 acres and go around. Go to this particular, sometimes we'll trek from one location to another location, from where the grasses are to where the goats are. I will trek, I won't be tired. So most times, it is what you want to do from the inside. There are some people who want to do goats, pig, integrated. They don't do integrated. They like all of them together. That's who they are. That's who they are. They have the inner energy for it. Are you seeing it? But me, I have inner energy for goats. So it's a kind of a thing you can do with less time and make much profits. Most of the challenges most people are having in goat farming are caused by three things. Should I use the word improper stocking or wrong stocking? Where they buy non-vaccinated animals. That's one of the problems. If you buy non-vaccinated animals, you're first of all going to be having the issues of they are dying. You're going to quarantine and vaccinate for them to stable. And even though you quarantine and vaccinate for them to stable, permit me to tell you, if you vaccinate an animal once, that vaccine is not so strong in the system. It's not the same thing with a goat that has been vaccinated multiple times. Maybe he was born before you want to buy it. The goat is like 1 year. He has been vaccinated like 2 times. It's different from the one that has not been vaccinated. When you go and buy them, it's okay. I want to quarantine them and vaccinate them. If you quarantine them and vaccinate them, you may have issues with them. Have you seen it? You may have issues with them. So that's why most times it's good to get vaccinated animals. That's one of the things that causes problem in goat farming, not vaccinated animals. 2 is not making proper arrangement for feed. What will your goats be eating when they come? How quality is that feed? And what quantity is the feed? Have you seen it? There's a man long time ago, I supplied him about 50 goats. I think it was in the dry season. I supplied him about 50 goats. He went to buy poultry feed. He told me on phone he was feeding them with poultry feed. I was so happy. Yeah, the goats are going to be doing well. But when I got there and I discovered that for the past 8 days, he bought only 125 kg of poultry feed. He will give them small. The quantity was not enough. The goats that were white when I brought them were now brown and looking dirty because of malnutrition. Have you seen it? So wrong stocking, improper preparation for feed is a major problem. Most of the times what we do is feed. Either you get the different kinds of feed, grasses, hay, silage, concentrates, anything, concentrates, and farmers made feed. They are farmers made feed. When you make the feed that the farmer made by themselves. Take for instance, you see where they harvest corn. You can go and cut the cob, take it to a chaff cutter, cut it into pieces, and then you can get a wheat offal and mix that corn with wheat offal and give them. It's farmers made. You see where they pick cassava, you carry it, you dry it, you grind it, you mix another thing with it. It's farmers made. You give them. You can even give them the cassava peels themselves. Are you seeing it? And we where they are harvesting plantain, you can go there and cut plantain, the leaves. You can get the stem. That stem they cut away from plantain, that is water, is a high percentage of water and fiber. You can get it, chaff it through a machine, mix it with wheat, mix with the cassava peels, give it to your goats, and that's farmers made. So if you make proper preparation for feed, you may not have issues. And so don't be so zealous about buying goats and forget what they will eat, because the whole essence of goat farming is converting, allowing the goats to convert feed to flesh, either to convert it to their flesh by increasing their size, or convert it to flesh by increasing in number by giving birth. So they must have feed. One goat is equal to 3 children. If you have one goat, is 3 children you're having. If you have 100 goats, you're having 300 children. You must think like that to create proper feeding for them. And permit me to say that goats, I've said it before, goats does not eat morning, afternoon, evening. Don't feed your goats morning, afternoon, evening. Always eat, that is if your goats are on zero grazing, they are staying in one place, you are bringing feed for them. You must ensure that their feeding trough always have feed in it. That is how you will get them to a point where they'll come on heat, get pregnant, and deliver. Then the number 3 problem goat farmers are having is crazy workers. There are some sections of mentally imbalanced human beings in Nigeria who claim they are looking for jobs. You will give them that job and you will have your money to pay them. They want your money, they don't want to do your work. Okay, give them food, give the goat food, they'll say okay. They will go and cut grasses that one goat will not be able to be satisfied with. They will give it to 100 goats. You will call them, have you fed them? They say, oh God, they don't chop the belly food. In fact, the food they come out from inside their nose right now. They don't eat overfeeding now. The food they won't come out from their nose. They will just tell you lie. At the end, because of those crazy workers, your farm will not be productive. It will not be productive. Those are the major challenges we are having. They will be destroying the progress of the farm because of their mental imbalance. Their brain not correct. It's not, you know, normally we use that language as an insultive language in Nigeria, but take it practically, what it actually means. Don't look at it from an insultive part. Just listen to the dictions. Their brain not correct. If they are supposed to have 100% brain, they have 79. Because when you finally deal with them, you will actually see their brain is short of some percentage of correctness. It's short. Hello, Mr. My worker, please, by 8 o'clock, make sure the animals eat. It's okay, sir, they will eat by 8 o'clock. You will call him 7:30. Oh, Mr. My worker, I beg, by 8 o'clock, give them food. You will say, okay, Oga. Now the food that they won't give them, so they will send somebody to the farm to go and check by 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Maybe you even go there by yourself. You will find out that the same worker who told you by 7 o'clock that he was feeding the goats, you will find out that that worker did not sleep in that farm for the past 2 days. He has not been in your farm. He has been in the village, maybe looking for girls, playing around, doing 1 or 2 things in the village. He wasn't even in your farm to feed them for 2 days. Then you come there and say, okay, you didn't feed. He will not look at you in the face and say, okay, no verse. Oga no vex, Oga no vex, Oga no vex. Then maybe you're the type that, and when you're stressed out, you used to shout, you shout. When you are leaving, that same person who did feed your animal for 2 days, and you are angry, when you are leaving, you will say, "Oga, I beg, find me something for inside my salad." You will say, "Oga, find me something for inside my salary." You have not worked for 2 days. You have not done this man's work for 2 days. You are asking him for money. Are you sound mentally? Are you okay? Those are the kind of people we have. They want money, they don't want to do the job. Some others are looking for the job, they just want 1 or 2 ways where they can cut corners and do corrupt practice within the job. Have you seen a worker that you give tools to, cutlass, shovel and rake? He will sell them. Cutlass, shovel and rake. Okay, you use this rake to be turning the cassava peels that we are drying, and this shovel, in case the goats they burst out from the chain link fence, use the shovel to cover it back. Take cutlass, you want to cut any grass, you want to cut something, take cutlass, you will drop it. They will carry that thing and call condemn iron and sell it. They will sell it as iron to buy cigar and smoke. Meanwhile, you have paid them ahead. Maybe their salary is 50,000 naira, you have given them 30,000 naira. They have not worked for 15 days. They will still sell your thing. One of my workers sold my gari press. They say this iron we used to make to press gari. You put a hydraulic jack and put some plank and you press it, you will squeeze out the water. He sold it. He sold another strong iron we are using to dig yams. It's like a spare. We need to dig yams. He sold it. He sold all those iron. He used and buy cigar and Indian hemp. Then you will now come. I don't have time to go to police station. And so sometimes when those guys do things like that to me, I don't do anything about it. And I don't do anything about it. I just, when I just see the price of what they do and the stress that will follow, I'll just like, okay, you get out, carry your wallet, they go. Let me find someone else that can do my work without stress. Because if you want to go to station to go and arrest them, you will continue spending more money. That thing they no go see and give you. The aboki that they arrest, they sold it to, you won't see the aboki. Their family will come and be bugging you. Police will tell them, make una call your pikin oga, make una beg am. They will not call you. They will not even tell you they want to beg you. They will say you should come to the station. I live in Benin. The station is in Ngobazua. I will buy fuel and come to the station because they want to beg. They will burn your friend to come for them to beg you. Not that they want to give you what God's missing. They want to beg you. So when you check all the processes, sometimes overlooking, that's for me, it's my personal principle. I'm not selling it to anybody. Overlooking and ignoring, when you check the velocity of the crime they commit, you just overlook them and let them go. And you look for a better one. The mistake of every worker will cost you money. You say worker do this and he doesn't do it when he's supposed to do it, it will cost you. If you are not a project-driven person, workers will frustrate you out of your business. I'm not talking of olive goat farming. It's almost every business in Nigeria. We've seen banks that were ruined by the workers. It's a kind of a thing. That's one of the challenges we are passing through. So you see, sometimes people are shouting, government. If you are not in Nigeria, you will be complain about governments. Or maybe you are in Nigeria, you are not a project, a kind of a entrepreneur. You are just somebody that goes to work, come back from work, goes to work, come back from work, collects your salary. You will just say government. By the time you begin to do things, you have different businesses, you are employing different people to work, to manage things. You will see that the problem of government in Nigeria, which many people have been able to solve, is just 0.0%. The Nigerians, they are a major problem. The average Nigerian, they are a major problem. So, do you know how many farms workers have ruined? How many farms have closed up because of workers? Some we sell the cows. They will just lead the cow of Oga. They will just carry the cow. They will just lead it away. Some we make arrangements with people and sell a particular cow on the way, and come back to meet Oga and tell Oga say, na 30 cow I carry come house. I carry come out now na 29. One be like say don lost for bush. May I go find am? He's the one that sold it. He will just go and relax somewhere. After 1 hour, you call him, you say now they find. So everywhere we go now they find. You don't do nothing. You say they find am. Till you be angry. After being angry, the anger self will leave you. You don't see the cow. You will not calm down by yourself. The highest you can do is to pursue him. He has sold your cow worth how many millions of naira? His salary is like 1% and 10% of the money he sold the cow. The extra 9% is his profit. He can choose to leave the job. You arrest him. You know the Nigerian police system used to encourage criminals. You arrest him. Somebody stole my thing. They stole my thing. I went to station. The police went to his house and searched his house and told me that they didn't see the thing in his house. You were the one working in the farm where the thing got missing. They said they didn't see the thing in his house. I was looking at police. They said the thing, they don't see it from your house. I said, okay, if somebody thieves something and inside your house, you go hide them. If somebody thieves something now inside your house, then you go hide them. He never sell them. Then you're telling me you went to his house and searched his room and you didn't see it. You will chase the guy off. Most of these bad guys, they know the law. They know the law very well. Are you seeing it? So the entire system is somehow against should I use the word entrepreneurs or people who do businesses or who do their own thing? But the passion, the love, and the doggedness of your personality will make you to continue pushing. In the midst of all the 12 disciples, there was still one bad guy, but sometimes in the midst of 12 bad guys, you can still find one good guy. So you keep pushing. You keep pushing. If one worker misbehave, it doesn't mean you should close out your vision or your dreams. Find another worker. Keep pushing. Because many things will work to stop you when you're doing business in Nigeria. Many things will work to stop you. But if you are able to surmount all those challenges, I know people who were once in Europe. I know about 7 of them. Some of them are still going to Europe and coming back, but some of them are based here now. Sometimes they stay in Nigeria 6 months, 7 months. They're in Nigeria. They got into business in Nigeria. They somehow discover how to run business in Nigeria, and they are running it and they are making profits. And they're no longer going overseas. Are you seeing it? They make good profits. You have a farm in Nigeria, God help you, you're able to get animals and get 50 pieces of the exotic breed of animals in your farm. You'll be doing well. They are producing 100%, they are producing 50%. You'll be making small money. You may not need to go back to Europe. So if you have a business in Nigeria and you strategize to ensure that the business is going well, you may not need to be waking up early and going to walk inside the snow. Going to walk inside snow. I know they pay good money when you convert it to Nigerian naira, but you can also make good Nigerian naira without conversion. You can make good Nigerian naira if you are able to establish your poultry farm, ensure that it's running, and establish your fishery, ensure that it's running, establish your goatry, ensure that it's running, your rabbitry, ensure that it's running, and you have a very large kind of farm. You have layers, you have boilers. My brother, you don't need to go overseas to go and be looking for money. Your business here will be producing enough money to live comfortably. I'm not saying live luxuriously, comfortably. And some people have their own different kind of comfort. But you just be living this kind of a simple life. You have money to buy everything that you need to buy. I think that's the anything you want to buy, you have money to buy. You're not lacking. And if you are able to put your business in place, by overcoming the 3 challenges we just talked about just now. Those 3 challenges, there are some of those challenges your money can actually solve. You got one of workers, your money can solve them. That's why sometimes if you are running a business, try as much as possible to be coming to be going there from time to time, except your business is 100% good and you have cameras everywhere. The stress will be less. The stress may be less, because for me, growth is just to eat and wake up, eat, sleep. There's no special techniques, no special anything. It's only when you have animals that are sick, you now begin to talk about give me talosin, give me subodimedin, how many mil of this, how many mil of that. That's when you have sick animals. If your animals are not sick, you've passed that stage of stocking, you balance your animals. The highest you can give is multivitamin and dewormer. Multivitamin and dewormer. If they are eating well, you don't even need to give multivitamin. And if they are eating pellets, you don't even have to give the dewormer, because there's no worm in the food they are eating. So if you deworm them and their worm load is low, since they are not grazing green grasses, they will not be getting more worms. They are eating processed feed. And then you can get your green grasses and cut them. You cut them and chaff cut them and mix them to something and turn them to pellets. You'll be reserve. You'll be able to reserve feed. And if your animals are consuming 10 bags of feed a day and you are producing 30 bags of feed a day, you'll be having 20 bags extra, just in case in the nearest future your goats are giving birth or you want to buy more stock. So you'll be having more extra feed on ground. Are you seeing it? So number 1, goat farming is a side hustle. Number 2, you can actually do your goat farming from overseas or from anywhere and be successful in it. All you need is take it serious. Taking it serious means putting more money in. At every point in time, money will be coming in, stabilizing the farm, and the end you will get huge amount of money out of it. Yes. And then one secret of surviving in Nigeria as an entrepreneur, from my own perspective, don't do your business waiting for government. Don't do your business waiting for government. Don't do your business waiting for loan. I see some persons who want to take loan, take grants, take loan, take grants, take loan, take grants. And those things will make you a lazy businessman. And they will. Get some money together. If it is 10 goats you're able to get those 10 goats. Put them in good condition. Later on, if you save up some money, see buy more. Let the goat be producing, see buy more. And don't just say you want to get loan. You don't even get loan to start business. You get loan to boost your business. And so those who want to do business, don't get loan to start, because the business you are going into, you don't know the ups and the downs of that business yet, and you don't know how things are going in that business yet. So start with something small. By the time you continue, when we started, there are a lot of things we bought that we don't need. We don't need them. But the zeal and the lack of knowledge and lack of experience, we were just buying some things. Sometimes over the years, we never use some of those things, especially machines. We never use them. They are just there. I remember buying a brush cutter. I bought a land. The next thing I bought was brush cutter. I bought 10 acres. The next thing I went to buy was brush cutter. I saw brush cutter, using brush cutter to clear grasses. I went to buy brush cutter. Imagine, how am I going to be able to carry brush cutter and clear 10 acres? How? And I employ a worker one day to use brush cutter to cut. The brush cutter was drinking fuel. He was drinking fuel. And I needed to pay that guy daily pay. And daily pay was something he would use cutlass to clear one chain, and I would pay him for that one chain. And then he carried brush cutter because we were no experienced. Both him and I, we were no experienced. He will walk small, and walks more. He walks more, and walks more. He walks more, and walks more. The rope of the grasses will be holding the cutter, or the cutter of the brush cutter. We were not able to really do it very, very well. At the end, both of us did not do one chain, and I had to pay him the money of one chain at the end of the day, and I have to still pay him for fuel, and I have to still buy fuel. Then later I now discovered that, okay, instead of me buying fuel and paying the guy and also joining him to work and stressing myself happy to own the voice cutter and doing that, let me just pay him, give him money, say, oh, guy, use your cutlass, clear one chain for me. If you can do 5 chain a day, yeah, do 5 chain a day. Or better say, let me just employ 5 people to do 5 chains for me. Or better say, let me just contract 3 acres to these aboki people, and then they just clear it. Sometimes those guys will enter the job for 3 days. They'll go to the bush with gari and beans and pots. They'll just be in that your bush with cutlass. They will bush out all those grasses down. But if I cannot use brush cutter, me, I will have to be there from morning to evening to be operating the brush cutter. He off, I will put fuel. He off, I will want to put oil. The drawing. But there was no experience. So many things. I bought a postal digger. To dig holes, to put wood for fencing. At the end, termites ate all the wood. After laboring to drill the hole with postal digger, buying fuel, putting oil, paying the workers, and then we put post. This wood, we cut wood, those thick, they call it thick. In Nigeria here, we call it thick. We put thick in the ground and cover it with sand. At the end, termites ate most of it, and then the farmers in those bush, they shake some of those wood and remove it and tie it on bike and want to use to do firewood in the village. My post that I used to fence all my land. I bought those poles. At the end, we realized that it is iron poles, concrete that is better. But we bought some machines that we didn't need. And so many other things. Like some persons right now, you see them buying animals from slaughter. Animals they bring from the north for them to slaughter and eat. Most people will buy it for training because of lack of, buy it for breeding because of lack of experience. At the end, they will lose a high amount of it. I see it. So there are a lot of mistakes. That's why sometimes we call people into the mentorship club. And we have Animal Paradise Mentorship Club. And sometimes there are many things you don't need in good farming. Instead of going around the bushes, beating around the bushes, there's a particular straight line you just do, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Get a land, plant grasses, build pen, build workers' quarters, fence the land round, put water there, partition the paddocks, get goats, breed quality goats, vaccinated goats. Your goat farm is running. Find a good manager, a good person who can take care of the animals well, and you have your good farming going easily, or whatsoever farming you want to do, you have it going easily. So good farming is a hustle, and then you can actually retire from your job after you have put your goat farm or your animal farming or your livestock farming. If you have put it in a very good condition, you can actually retire from waking up early and running. Many years ago, I decided that I don't want to be waking up with alarm. I want to sleep and sleep and sleep. When I'm tired of sleeping, I will wake up on my bed. Then I will get up and go to where I want to go to. So I cannot wake up and be rushing to work. I don't have that energy to be rushing to work. I'll now wait. I will on alarm and say, alarm, wake me at so and so time. It's very easy. It's 50% stress. That time that alarm will wake you, that you still want to sleep more and it wake you up, that thing is 50% stress for the whole day. And then you now start rushing. You want to get to the work because so that Oga will not complain. You can actually have some small things around. You can convert to money every month. If it's only 33 goats, you are selling every month. You'll be using that money to get by. or if you do is five goats, you are selling every month. Just 5 goats, you sell it. You have food in your car, you have food in your house, you have money to do things. And I'm sure to tell you, if you're selling 5 goats every month, your goats, the number of baby goats you'll be getting every month, sometimes it'll be close to like 50 every month. If the number of female goats you're having are many, in 5 months they rotate, in 5 months they rotate, in 5 months they rotate. Before you know, you'll be getting a high number of goats every month. And then you're selling those ones that are sellable, getting money, and maybe you have some other businesses everywhere. You join it together, roll it around, you're getting free. money and you're living comfortably, and not necessarily that having all the things you need, but not having stress. If you manage your livestock farming very well, you may just have to even come back from abroad and be doing your normal thing here. Do your normal thing, your normal business. You just be having a kind of enjoyable life without you having to be stressing yourself to account to someone, stressing yourself to meet up to target, stressing yourself to do this one, to do that one. How many years do we actually live on earth that we have to carry stress for all those years? You can make easy money from farming and have a stress-free life. All you need is to put your farming in order. Program it. If you program it, you will make your money. As I'm talking to you now, I can go to my farm now and sell 1 or 2 goats and get more money. I can just even put on one of the groups and say, okay, so 2 pictures of goats. I have these 2 goats to sell right now. You just put it on the groups. Vaccinated goats. So amount. People will pick it up and money will enter your pocket. You buy 4 in your car. Then you buy ice cream and lick. Lick your ice cream. I see it. It's programming. You wake up when you like and go to wherever you like. Program your farm. Don't just leave it there in the hands of strangers who claim they are workers. If you program your farm and you run it well for 2-3 years, you will see money that will come out from it. Much money will come out from it. Any of the farming you want to do, any of the farming. Recently, someone told me about snail farming. There's a man in our group. We call him Baba Taiwat. His name is Mr. Taiwat. Yeah, but we call him Baba Taiwat. He told me about snail farming. I do small research on snail farming. I saw that snail farming is less stressful than goat farming. He would have not got into it. It's more stressless. It doesn't have less stressful, very less. Though it takes 1 year to mature, but you just put their food there, they lick it, and then after 1 year, you have some money. And you don't even have to sweep their pen. You don't even have to do anything apart from put their feed and go out there. So you can have a snail farm, pig farm, fish farm, poultry, layers and boilers, goatry. Salah is coming. If you have 50 pieces of good rams, you can sell 1 ram as high as 500,000 naira. Let us say 300,000 naira. And you have 50. Are you not going to make good money out of it? You will make. So, labor to put your farm in good condition. Put your farm in good condition. Let it be running. Program it. Let it be running well. Labor to ensure that your farm is running well. Labor is not something that is going to happen easily. You labor. You will do many things. You will spend many money. But once you are able to get it right and it's running, money will be running to your account. If your farm is running, money will be running to your account. So that's that for that. I'm saying that to most of our Nigerians in diaspora, you can actually put some business down here and run it. I know some of them have complaints. I have done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that. That's what I'm saying. Labor to put it right. Whatsoever you have done this and done that, we also who are here, we have done this and done that too. The challenges you have, we also have them. We here, we have them too. But you cannot sell your visions because of the challenges or the obstacles that you meet. You should not sell your visions and your dreams because you have meet obstacles and challenges. You should not. Are you seeing it? And so, labor to ensure that the farm is running. To cost much money, to cost time, to cost you stress. You go to work overseas. The time you're supposed to sleep, you'll be on phone. You'll be to Nigeria and your workers. You'll be on camera, monitoring them and talking and wearing yourself out. It's part of the system. But if and when you are able to get it right, my brother, you'll be coming to Nigeria again every 2 weeks. Those small, maybe like every 3 weeks, those small vacations you have, maybe you work stretch for 2 weeks, you don't have 1 week to relax. You will fly to Nigeria and come and stay in your farm for 3 days and you still fly back. And in that 3 days, you can even make much money by selling some of the things. I've seen it. So, one of the things most Nigerians in diaspora must do is get cameras in your farm. Cover your farm with more than 5 cameras. Every nook and cranny. Make sure you're seeing it. You're seeing it. As I'm here now, some people are roofing a structure for me. It's somewhere. I'm looking at them in camera. I bought that small land. The first thing I put on the land was camera. So they used to describe that my place as that man will get camera. That's the description of that location where I'm putting one small structure there. If they want to use to describe the area, they say if you reach that man we get camera. Because I bought the land. We never even clear them. I just bought one PTZ camera, put it in pose, couple it, put it in pose, and I install it there at the boundary. So I'm seeing the whole land. When they brought sand, I saw the sand. I was talking to the man that brought sand on camera. When they are molding block, I'm saying it. Okay, now 6 bag. Now you did now 6 bag. It's 6 bag. I'm like, I'm in Benin. That place is Sigobazua village. It's far, but I'm following them up. Okay, una carry wood come. Okay, oh yeah, moku na count them. You hold on for head, you hold on for down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From where they pack the wood, they're counting it to the other side. I'm saying it. Don't be say I buy 300 pieces of wood. You now supply me 225. They are counting it. At most, I will pay the people who count it. I will pay them. If you finish molding block, it means me that will count those blocks on camera. The camera is facing down. I will count it, and say, okay, it's short 5 blocks. Oh. If you want mold the other one tomorrow, you will do one well, or else I'm not going to pay you. If that one seems short, I'm not going to pay you. Because every bag is to give you 35 blocks. It's supposed to be 40, but because we want it to be strong, we now make it 35 5 inches block. And so as at that, some of those lazy people will just say, okay, they'll carry 10 bags from your hand. Instead of giving you 350 blocks, they'll give you 280. Because they want to close fast and leave. They'll waste your cement. There's a standard you have to meet. And so we put cameras, I'll just be watching them. I can be in Benin, I can be in, the other time I was in Lagos, in Badagry. I can be anywhere. I'm watching them from my phone. It is a condition of the life that we find ourselves, where we don't have trustworthy people. Some are not trustworthy because they are criminal-minded people. Some are not trustworthy because they are lazy. Some others are not trustworthy because they are wicked. They are wicked. One guy was so wicked, he was working with his boy. He said because the Oga say he's stupid, that the Oga called him stupid. And that Oga called him stupid maybe like 3 months ago. Since then, he has been angry in his mind. He was angry and he was still in that farm for 3 months. When I came to there, I met him. Because sometimes when I go to farm, I interact with the worker. He was saying, Oga called him stupid. When? That 3 months ago. Since then, he was angry. And he didn't have, the thing didn't leave his mind. That's the kind of person he is. And he was still working in that farm with a bad mind. With a bad mind. And the Oga didn't know. Oga has forgotten that he called the boy stupid. Because the boy actually acted stupid. And then that simple act is making him to be there as Sambalat and Tobias. Sambalat and Tobias. They said they want to work with Nehemiah. Enemies came and said they want to work with Nehemiah. So you see, your own worker is your enemy. It's there working with the boss and he's offended in his mind. He's having unforgiveness in his mind against his boss. How will he handle his boss animals well? Those are challenges we pass through. But what I'm saying is, irrespective of those challenges, we cannot say we will not do what we will do. If we refuse to succeed because of those minor challenges, we were not really serious. We were not really serious. So let us be dogged. Let us be strong-hearted. And let us focus on the dream we want to achieve. You get a bad person, get rid of him. Get another person. When you fall, you stand. When you fall again, you stand. And then you slide and fall again. You stand again. You fall again, you stand again. That's how tough Nigerians are. It's in our blood. Quitters never win and winners never quit. So don't tell me that I have a farm, my workers did it, that's why I was tired. No. Start again. Correct the error. 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 There are many farms that are owned by many people overseas, and the farm is running well. It's running well. I know many. It's running well. So if your own is not running well, continue trying until you get it right. The video is getting long. We're going to gist on that some other time. I have points I want to talk about. Point number 3 I want to talk about today is taking advantage of the rainy season. Since October last year, October, November, December, January, February, March, many farm animals have been suffering the consequences of lack of the owner preparing feed for the dry season. So some of them were malnourished, some of them lost their lives. Some animals didn't make it through the dry season. They lost their lives in the process. But here, the rainy season is back. Feeds are everywhere. Grasses are growing in the fields now. Take advantage of it. Partition your land into paddocks so that you can have some sections that you are using. You are using for silage and hay. Some parts are using for silage and hay. Some parts you're using to store feed for reserve. I seen it, store feed for reserve. The rains are here now. Feeds are going to be everywhere. It's not going to be so difficult again. So take advantage of it and save feed down against November. If you don't have grasses in your field or you don't have pastures, buy grass seed and plant them. You can buy land and plant. You can even rent a land and plant. Sometimes those years, I think 1 acre used to be like 30,000 naira. You can rent 1 acre for 30. You can even rent 2 acres for 60,000 naira for a whole year. And you plant grasses there, you harvest it and keep. You harvest it, turn it to silage and keep. Turn it to hay and keep. Are you seeing it? You can. And so don't find yourself in the next dry season losing animals simply because you don't have feed on ground. Take advantage of it. Prepare to store feed. The ones that we eat now is not a problem, but what we then eat in the dry season, whatsoever that we eat in the dry season is now you will start. Get land, plant grasses. Get land, place order for grasses, plant grasses. We have bracharia seed. If you need bracharia seed, contact Animal Paradise. We'll give you any quantity, any kg you want. You want 1 ton of bracharia kg grass seed, you have 5 tons. Any number you want at any point in time, you can get it from us. If you buy a high quantity, we will come and teach your workers how to plant it. We will come to your farm. If the quantity you buy is high, we will come and teach them how to plant it to ensure that the grass seed grows. There is a depth that it must have. I think I posted a video on the groups or the Animal Paradise platform. Mrs. Antonia, yes, a foreign-based Benin person, Benin woman. She had a farm. We planted the grass seed, I think on Monday. Okay, let us just say we planted it today. 3 days after, the thing was growing because when they were planting it rain met them. Rain met them. 3 days after, she sent me a video that the thing was growing. And they were all shouting and celebrating. I think I'm going to add that video to this video, this point. I will add it at this point. So I will pause this and add it.
Paradise, look at that. My seed is growing already. Look at the lines. Then why are the line? Yeah. It's growing already. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? See the line? Abi? You know, I could grow, ne? But it's young grown, ne? I've been grown again. I could grow, ne?
All of the
see
dogs come out.
So 3 days after, she was shouting, the grass is growing, the grass is growing. She was seeing it everywhere. It was growing. She was so happy. And so happy. I say this. So if you buy grass seed from us, you will get maximum result from it. Get lands. You can buy, you can rent. Plant the seed and save them so that the animals can eat. I'm going to move to the next point now because I'm thinking of using just 1 hour on this. The next point is building durable structures. The fact that it is goats you want to put inside doesn't mean that you just get two wood and use rope to tie them together and use one or two things to tie them together. Get durable structures. Everything in our country is expensive now. It will not be good for you to be doing one thing over and over again. You build structure today, wind blow, structure use wind use one of the wood to break your goat's head and use it to break the leg, and then the goat is not limping because the structure fell when wind blew. Build durable structures. Your animals are precious. You must provide comfortable and durable structures for them. Don't do cheap thing. Cheap thing may end up costing you more money, where you will have to come back and do it again. Are you seeing it? Don't do cheap thing. Build a standard structure. Presently here in Nigeria, I'm advising people to build their goat pen with brick because of the condition of the rainy season in southern Nigeria. When I mean south, I believe you know what I mean. Dividing Nigeria into two, which consists of west, south, east of Nigeria. And build your structure with brick and build it like a big hall where you put doors, you put windows, because in the rainy season cold will be murdering the animals. Sometimes people build a pen and they say, okay, from 4 feet upward is open. The animals, even wild animals that live in the bush, antelope, grass cutter, they have hole. They go and hide inside the hole. Some of them will gather leaves together and hide inside leaves. So they are not just sleeping in the open in the wild. They still have caves and pen and hideouts that they hide, that the rain doesn't reach them so much, cold doesn't reach them so much, and some hide inside hole, some hide inside cave. They have a kind of a protective shelter. So build a kind of a protective, durable and quality pen for your animals. That's what we advise in our mentorship club, because of the experiences we have had. Some people will build their pen and use zinc to cover. Zinc does not store heat, and goat need heat. These ruminants, they need heat. At the end, if your structure is not in place, your farm will not be progressing. Your baby animals will be dying unnecessarily, dying without symptoms. They will be jumping up and down today. Tomorrow morning you see them dead. You say, what is happening? It's cold, improper structure that is killing them. Sometimes even the bigger animals, before you see they are jumping up and down, later they'll be slowing down. Cold don't enter their body. If you catch them and touch them, their body will be hot. They'll be running temperature. So build durable and quality structure. A quality pen for your animal. A pen that keeps rain and cold out. Rain is kept out, cold is kept out. It will help the animals. Point number 2. On the next point, in the midst of all the bad workers that we have, we can still get some good ones. So select good workers. Select good workers. There are sometimes you employ a worker, you pay their transport, you give them advance. Today they start work on Monday, you give them advance on Monday, even though the advance is like half of their salary. By Wednesday, if you see that their spirits cannot work in your farm, chase them away. Forget how much you have spent there. Chase them away. Get another worker. Labor to get another worker. We who are talking now, we have connections. Connections for workers. We have different numbers of farm managers. I have numbers of palm plantation managers. Palm plantations, they are not even doing goat farming, they are palm plantation. They bring workers from Calabar, from all different places. I have like 3 of them. If I have work, I will call. Okay, I beg, I will see anybody urgent. Any worker urgent. This will say no, you know, they don't want to say, hey, be day, my village, I need transport. They don't want to say, hey, day somewhere, they another work for somewhere, another place. He say, no, like that place, he won't come out, or they don't sack him for there. I need to transport and come, Benin. So on and so forth. I have numbers of 3 vet doctors and a contractor. There's a contractor who brings vet doctors. That's his job. I have his number. You need a vet doctor. We'll call him and say we need a vet doctor. He has his own consultancy services on providing farm vet doctors. I have other ones that I will call. Oga, please, I need a vet doctor. Please, I need a vet doctor. Please, I need a vet doctor. They'll say, okay, let me announce in the WhatsApp group that we belong if there's any free vet doctor that can come. Sometimes they'll say it's a female. I'll say, okay, female vet doctor cannot stay in that my bush. Let's find a male. Sometimes we will see a male. You say, is the parents say you should not go to far as those states to go and walk. I say, okay, let's find another one. Connection, you connect, because you cannot stay in one place and be looking for what is not in where you are. What you are looking for is not in your immediate environment. You have to connect people who can get close to. You have numbers, and some of the times you have to use wisdom. I think I've shared the story of how I didn't have a worker, and then I met someone who want to work. He said he want to work, but he need 100,000 naira. I said no problem, start work. I wasn't paying 100,000 naira, but he said he need 100,000. I said okay. If I disagree with this guy, he won't do my work. I won't have anybody to put there, and I need to travel. I said, okay, you start work. He started work. Our agreement is 100,000. He started work. I was still looking for another person. A few days after, I saw another person who was going to work at the terms that I can pay. And I said, okay, start work. You, Oga, let us divide 100,000 by 30 days and times it by the number of days you have worked, and I'll pay you. You excuse me. Those are swift ways on getting things done. So as a farm owner, you're going to labor to find some good workers. There are different skills. Sometimes it is better to employ graduates than to employ those guys that didn't go close to school. The graduates have been taught to be responsible in his duty. So when they take up a job, they just behave well. Why those other crazy people? Those ones are hustlers. They are swinging from one place to another place. They are not really settled. There are some other sections of workers who are they will leave their farm in their village. Some of those northerners, they will leave their farm in their village. There are seasons where things are difficult over there. There's farming activities are not going. They will come to the south to hustle for 2-3 months. Once the time of their farming in their northern side want to start, they will go again. Sometimes you wish to get those kind of workers. You just get there, saying we're working, go work. Okay, yes, go work. He will just be working for you. You don't know that he's there. He's in southern Nigeria temporarily. You want to go back. He has a farm. He will go back. You will think you've gotten a worker. You will even tell the people you told to be finding workers for you. They will tell your guy, I don't see worker. You say, no, okay, hold on first. Let's say I don't see somebody. When it's time for that guy to go to Arewa, that's the language they use. When you want to go to Arewa, he will wake up today and tell you, some will not even tell you. They don't carry their bag, they don't go. They don't move. You will not say, hey, where is my, when they say don't go back. You will not meet his brother who cannot speak English. Where is Mustafa? Where is this one? You say, Mustafa, don't go Arewa. He has gone back to his people in the north. He has gone back home. And you don't have a worker right now. So sometimes if you have the capacity to keep above 3 workers in your farm, make sure one of them is a kind of a civilized, educated worker who will serve as a manager for the other ones. So sometimes what we advise is most of the vet doctors we get and send to some other farms, like that man who is who have a consultancy services. He talks to the vet doctors to serve as managers. So they are actually the one handling the farms, while you employ some other people whose salary may not be as high as the salary of the vet doctors under the vet doctor. So the vet doctor will be managing them and managing the farm. So you have a responsible person to talk to who will be communicating your daily tasks to those other guys who may come and go. And then those other guys, sometimes their salary may not be as big as the vet doctor. Then I know a farmer who has some boys. He's a good man. He's a good man. I may not want to mention his name. He's a good man. He runs his farm, and the lowest paid worker in his goat farm is 150,000 Nigerian naira. That's what he's paying his lowest paid worker. And he has a vet doctor who is a manager in the farm, and he has a manager who is also managing. There's a way they divide the tax. So the vet doctor is a manager, this other manager is a manager. They are all working in the same farm, the same goat farm. Because if you say call manager for me, they will ask you which of the manager, and because the two people are the managers. I see the lowest paid person there is 150,000. That's the people on the field, not even the vet doctors and the other educated guy. I see it, but he's able to communicate with them, and they are responding well, because not because of the money, but because of their educational qualification, their educational background. Because those other crazy guys, you can pay them 200,000 naira and they will still be crazy. It's not about how much you pay them. It's not about what kind of condition you give them. You can carry them as your own child, and they will still be childing. They'll still be childing. I see it. So, as we are going, we'll begin to get experience and know many things. And we've come to understand that these vet doctor guys, or these educated guys, even though their salary may be a little bit higher, they know how to work. They know how to work. In the morning when they come, they know how to clean, do this, do that, do that, do that. I have one vet doctor in my farm that time, which is the best guy I've ever had as a worker. Personally, it is not because I told him to always sweep the pen. I think when they were teaching them in school about hygiene, that guy and carry first. He can sweep the pen 2 times a day. He can sweep that pen 2 times a day. Even though I told him to sweep 1 time a day. He always want that pen to be clean. Goat shit not the day inside. The thing is personal to him. It's not because he's working for me. It's just personal to him. Because it was not his duty to sweep the pen, but he was the one always sweeping that pen. He just know. He just have that thing. Even me, sometimes I'm not so zealous about it. You can leave the pen 1 or 2 days. You can jump today and sweep it tomorrow. He not agree. He not agree. If you sweep it in the morning and then later in the evening, some our doors are open. We open the door and the pen. Later in the afternoon, when goat go inside there to relax, maybe they poop inside there again. That guy will use broom to sweep it to one corner so that they will not lie down on it. I have a camera inside my pen. He will use broom to roll those shit to one corner. He just have his own thing about it. And so if we're able to get those educated people with their brain correct, labor to get somebody with brain correct. It may be a little bit expensive, but it will save you. It's not expensive, even though you're paying the 150,000 naira. It's not expensive compared to the number of time you will spend on camera and the number of nagging. You will be nagging on phone, telling someone you just paid, go and do this. You will say, "Oh God, I go do it." I tell you, say I go do it. 3 days will pass. Oh God, let me tell you, I say I go do it. He will not do it. Those are the challenges. But if you're able to get a good one to help you manage the farm, oh God, you are 90% successful in your goat farming or in any farming you're doing. My name is Animal Paradise. I've been here making a video on goat farming. The only animal I do is goats. And if I want to do animal again, I'll still do goats. And if I rekinate and I want to do farming again, I'll do goats. And I rekinate 7 times and I want to do farming, I will still do only goats. Because goats and goats is what we do in Animal Paradise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Animal Paradise Farm. Share our link also to other people. Let them come in and see what we are doing in Animal Paradise on the channel. And then we have Animal Paradise Mentorship Club on WhatsApp. If you are a new and aspiring goat farmer, we need to hold your hands to ensure you don't make the mistakes that most new goat farmers used to make. The group is a paid group. You register, we add you to the group. You'll be learning, we'll be sharing, we'll be holding your hands to ensure you don't make mistakes. Most of the people you see me in their farms making videos, I tell you, I'm in so and so place, I'm in so and so place. They are all members of the mentorship club. They are there, enjoying being there, and they are glad they registered and joined. Sometimes people will want to say, why do you put money in all these things you do? All these things we do, they are not cheap. Nigeria is not cheap. To be frank and sincere, we pay money to breathe quality oxygen here in Nigeria. You pay to buy air freshener to freshen the air you breathe so that you can breathe fresh air. In Nigeria, you want to breathe fresh air, it will cost you money. You want to breathe unpolluted air, the oxygen that God created, yeah, you pay. Water, if you don't pay, you have diarrhea, you'll be sick. You don't pay for quality water. So living in Nigeria is expensive. Now, some of those videos we post, if we tell you how much we buying data that we posting them, my brother, you will not believe. Data is expensive now. You subscribe, before you press one or two things, your data is finished, and nobody is explaining to anybody why it's happening like that. You just want to press one or two things and upload. Sometimes they tell us that if we compress a video, the quality will be low, so you have to post that video with the quality that you made it by. Like this video of 1 hour now is above 3 gig. It's above 3 gig. Have you seen it? So this is Animal Paradise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Animal Paradise Farm. Like our page on Facebook, Animal Paradise Farm, and you can join our mentorship club, Animal Paradise Mentorship Club, on WhatsApp. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.